Hello friends in FlossTube land, this is Lisa, one half of Stitching the Dream, and I'm flying solo today because springtime allergies kind of knocked Crystal on her butt today. So I thought I would do a quick touch base, let you all know what I touched in March because, did I say it already? I might have already. It's April 2nd, Thursday, April 2nd, 2026. Time is flying. We have 39 days until we pack up and skip town for the summer, and I've got a lot to do. I'm starting to get the little panic feeling, but overall, I believe I'm doing okay. I'm right on track with framing. My deadline to receive things to be framed before we leave has passed. It was 2 days ago, so anything that comes in from now forward will either be held or possibly framed before we leave, but that will be on a case by case. But most everybody knows, you know, the deadline's passed, so not too concerned. March was interesting. We took a quick trip to Minnesota for my mother's birthday. That was lovely. I got 0 stitching in while we were there, but that's okay. I did some knitting and happy with that. We had this past weekend, the Crockpot crew came over for dinner on Saturday, so it was really nice to catch up with them and knit and laugh and stitch and laugh and talk and catch up on everything, and it's always so much fun to hang out with the ladies. I also had my 2 of the grandsons, the oldest 2 were there, but they're boys, so they were banished to the downstairs, to the shadow realm. They did pop up every now and then to let their presence be known. They're such funny boys, but I hope nobody mind having them around. I sure liked having them, but that's neither here nor there. Stitch wise, I'm going to go about things a little different. Actually, the top of my pile next to me has knitting on top, so I'm going to show you what I was knitting on when we went to Minnesota for my mom's birthday. I was knitting on, so years ago I got this book, Socks from the Toe Up, and it's a neat book. I've knit quite a few things out of here, but what the pair of socks I was knitting in March, visiting my mom, is this mock cable socks. So it's cute. It's kind of a mock cable, so it's anybody who knows anything about knitting, whatever. Anyway, here's where I'm at. I got the foot. I have big feet, so I have the foot done, and I'm starting my way up the ankle. I'll go up a few more inches, and then I'll end it, and then I'll start the next one. So there's the toe, and then there's the cable, the mock cable knit. So that, I mean, it's really neat. And who doesn't love wool socks? I mean, toasty warm. There's my heel flap, and this was very therapeutic to knit. I took this on the airplane, and of course I showed you the side that I made a mistake on. Let me show you this side. That side's perfect. Don't look at that side. This side's perfect. So this was my crafty project while flying and visiting and doing all the things that we did in Minnesota. And then the next thing I'm going to show you is a purchase that I kind of got talked into, and I don't know why I let myself get talked into these things, but I was at a guild, Queen City Sampler Guild stitching day a couple weeks ago, and some of my friends were going to start Ma Valise de Broderie. It's this little box, like a little lunch box with all these cute little thingies inside. So of course I had to jump right in there. Yeah, so I got this, the chart, I got the little box, opens up, and inside, and all the yeah, so this I think I'm going to take with me, and this will be my, maybe it'll be my summer project. So, because they're all little, you know, little things go pretty quickly, but I think I'll take this in 39 days when we leave for the summer, and this will be my summer project. Hold me to it, keep me accountable, because I tend to, you know, make these plans and then let them fall by the wayside. So check on me and keep me honest. So I would really love to do this. I need to pick the color. And I think before I pick what color I want to stitch it in, I need to pick my lining fabric so I can coordinate. Because I don't know that I want to go with the French General that they're showing. But I don't know that I don't want to either. So that I need to plan. I'll pick that sometime in the next 39 days. And then I thought next I will, instead of jumping into whips and finishes and stuff, I'm going to show you the things I bought at Market this year. Okay, so that wasn't that. So at Market, it's very exciting. Okay, I got my fancy Just Keep Stitching Co. envelope with all my lovely projects. I'm just going to run through, show you what I've purchased, and because one of them is a whip, so I going out of order so that I can show you the purchases, then I'll show you the whips, you know, keep you guessing. Okay, first thing I bought was, no particular order, the Midnight Santa Stocking by Teresa Kogut. I love this. I love the Black Santa and the swirl of smoke but instead of doing it as a stocking, I'm going to kind of stitch it the way she drew it. I'm gonna just do it as a picture instead of a stocking. So I'm gonna do the Santa in his black coat with the smoke and then the words. And instead of having it long, I'm just gonna do it wide, like a picture. Anyway, so that is one. And I only bought 7 things. Next I have the Fruit Dove Frenzy by Boomerang Stitches. I love the colors in this. It's just happy. And y'all know I have a bird wall, so this will be the brightest thing on my bird. Yeah, this will be the brightest thing on my bird wall. But I love it. Now, keeping with my gonna stitch something patriotic every month, which I kind of have and haven't done. I got the Plum Street Samplers Happy Day because it's red, white, and blue, even though it's not really sesquicentennial, but I love it. I love it. So I got this. I'll probably stitch this month in April because I haven't started any patriotic thing April yet. Okay, next is 3 Bags Full by Little Robin Designs. I just think he's so cute. And in my guest room, I have all kinds of sheep and pigs and kind of the farm animal room. I've got a pastoral painting that I got when my Aunt Bonnie passed away. And it's got the sheep in the hills and the manor, and then I have all my little sheep around it. And I thought this would be a nice addition to my back guest room. So that's 3 Bags Full. This I love. Spring Rain by Teresa Kogut, otherwise known as Grandpa Bunny. Look how cute it is. I love this, and I'm really excited about this one. And I think it'll be a quick stitch. Who doesn't love a quick stitch? So that is Spring Rain. This one is Soul is Fed by Shannon Christine Designs. Again, I loved the bright, happy colors. It just brings out, it just looks like joy to me. And I've got another wall in my purple room that I have all stitching kind of tomatoey, pin cushiony, kind of spooly things. And I thought this would be lovely on my little sewing wall that I have. And then my final Market purchase is another Teresa Kogut. This is Hometown, which I think she said was originally released to her Patreon as a stitch along a 2-year long stitch along. But I love the houses. I don't know. It just called me. So, you know, will I do it? I hope so. Will it take me 2 years? Probably more. But that's another one. So that is all of my purchases and market purchases. So let me talk about whips. So my March patriotic start, I didn't finish, is an Erica Michaels Petites collection. It's called Grand Old Flag. These are the ones that she released with silk gauze, and they're 40 count silk gauze, and they're stitched 10 stitch over one strand. I totally hosed the gauze, so I had to start over, but I didn't feel like ripping out on gauze. So I had some 40 count even weave Verdal. Is that what it's called? Verdal? Anyway, so I'm stitching it on 40 count even weave over one with 10 stitches. I didn't get very far because once I have to restart, it's kind of like, I don't know, it sucks the joy out of me. So, but I did restart it. I've got a little bit done. I've got a couple of stripes and a half, and I don't think these are, I got one, you can't really tell, but this star is done and these two are not. And then I started on the words just to make sure I've got it lined up because I'm doing a slight change. It had this little jog down and this little, so I'm just kind of adding, making it even anyway, because my sensibilities were doing this when I looked at that little jog. So I made it even, and I hope it works out. But I really need to get this finished so I can start my April patriotic start, which is going to be that happy something. I already forgot. The Plum Street one. Where are you? Happy Day. That's the one. Happy Day. Okay, so that's that one. The next whip that I've been working on, because I had a couple of finishes during the month, so of course I asked Mark, well, what should I stitch on? I don't know what to stitch. And of course he says, well, I think you should stitch on my lion. So I did. So I will show it. I only put a couple days in it, but you know what? I'm showing it because he's still really cool. And everything takes forever on this thing. So there's the lion. I think I filled in some of this over here, and I started going up over the side of his nose, and you know, trying to fill in all of this stuff. So I'd like to get it all to this level so then I can actually roll it up. But you can kind of see it's a lion. You see his chin, you can see his nose, some of his whiskers. So it's going to be cool. It's going to take a long time to be cool, but it is going to be cool one day. Okay, and then my last whip is a market start. Because I couldn't help it. I just could not help it. Oh, let me pick it up. Hold on. So, Boomerang Stitches, Fruit Dove Frenzy. I started with this guy, this upside down guy here. And I got this, I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's corn or if it's, I don't know what it is. So I got this bird, this whatever fruit, and then I started in on this guy here. So here's what it looks like. I'm going to show it to you. It looks like it's upside down, but it isn't. But it's super fun. And I'm stitching this on 32 count vintage smoky white, and I'm doing it one strand over one over one. So, you know, so I'm making it small. But look how pretty it's looking. Loving this. Okay, so that is those are all my whips. I have a couple finishes and a couple of fully finishes, fully finished, a couple of things framed. The first one was a start from March and a finish in March. It's A Cloud of Sweetness by Modern Folk Embroidery. This is what his chart looks like. Love, love, love. Now, when I I did not do this outer border. So I stopped it at these little corners, and I did change the greens, well, well, I changed all the colors, which is very unlike me. But so here's what it could have looked like, but here's what it does look like. Isn't it sweet? It's like this little cloud of sweetness. I really like it. And this is some molding that I had left over from Anne of Green Gables from somebody else's framing, and I think it is perfect for this. But you can see what I mean. I stopped at the corners and didn't do that outer board. So I made it a little smaller. It is on 56 count. So that made it smaller also, but I like them when they're small like that. So no complaints. Okay, the next one that I finished was Liberty for All Sampler by Stacy Nash. And I got this frame too. I really love this chart. It caught my eye just scrolling online, and I've loved it, every stitch of it. Love. Anyway, so that's that one. The next two are, I showed you the finishes already, but now they're framed. So this is My Country. I don't remember who designed this, but this is My Country. So that'll go up on my my little patriotic table the day after Easter, so I can enjoy some of these things before I leave in 39 days. But I think that turned out really nice. And then the last thing I have framed was a Forever Whip that I showed you the finish last time. De Farben de Weihnacht. With all those golds, I thought I needed to frame it in something gold. So will I keep it in this big, bright, heavy duty gold? Probably, but I don't know. I'm so pleased with this piece. And you can see I put the name at the bottom because it's a funny name to me. It's a funny name because I speak English. So anyway, I love this one. I believe, oh, you know what? Here's My Country, La Di Da. My Country's by La Di Da. So that is all of my stitching. That's all my knitting. I'm going to just tell you one other thing. Actually, maybe two. So a new passion of mine. I have a new bird feeder that is supposedly squirrel proof, but it isn't. But I have been digging watching the birds. So I went and bought this bird watching for beginners book. It talks about all the backyard birds, and when I see a new one, I'll take my phone, I'll take a picture with my Google camera search, and I'll look up who that bird is, and I'm becoming one of those crazy bird ladies. So yay for me. What else? Oh, and I got a new Roomba. So I've been mapping my house and watching it. On days that I clean, I kind of follow my Roomba around and I watch it on the app to see if it missed anything. It's really stupid, but fascinating. And I can't help but follow it around and watch. So I'm a crazy bird lady who likes to follow her Roomba around. I guess I do need to skip town so I can get back to nature and stop following my Roomba. Anyway, I don't think I have anything else, and I'm starting to ramble, so I will say goodbye for now, and hopefully Crystal's allergies clear up here shortly and we can get a proper video with the two of us out to you, and we can see what she's been stitching, because I have a feeling she's making some good progress on that Owlsmore Cottage, and I would love to see it. Anyway, that is all I have. Thank you guys for checking in, and if not sooner, I will talk to you again in a month. Bye.